mistake anyama kulodaka so amangina yasokheka.
Okay.
So iyahlatshwa ngameva usinsikhathi.
Hi, Prince Sivalo Mahlang here. So drawing from Chinua Achebe's profound quote, I believe the strength of cultural system lies in the ability to document. So this strength is centered on what we do today. Welcome to the show. Okay, so my personal goal is to see Africa documenting and telling its own history. And also that's the goal of Makriza Made Me Cook. So you'd ask yourself, what is to document? So in the simplest way or the simplest definition, to document is to provide material for an event that would have occurred. So this can be done through storytelling, this can be done through poetry, this can be done through music, this can be done through so many ways on documenting. And as you can see with the channel, we're doing our documentation through filmmaking. The point of us telling our own stories lies in that the collection of data assists individuals, assists families, communities and nations at large to develop further. The development lies in the collection of data, which is now processed into information. So why is this important for us to have this data? Because information sort of liberates us from the past, and also having information will allow us also to have that room for us not to make mistakes in the future. So the liberation now is knowing where you're coming from and knowing where you're going. Okay, so based on this premise, it is important for us now to document every single event that happens in our life. So this can be done through personally journaling, where you take down a journal and write down thoughts and events that will be happening on your day-to-day life. So journaling involves what you experienced during the day, what was in your mind, the ideas, and so on. So that acts as a guide in the present moment, so that when you're moving forward 5 years' time, if you wanted to do an analysis of what happened 5 years prior, you can always refer back to your journal. The aim of MMMC was to learn and also document the diverse food culture that's found here on our continent. But additionally, as you've seen with the videos that we've done, we're also thirsty as young creatives to learn about local African indigenous systems. So where this thirst comes from is personal was my desire to learn more about myself, to learn more about my family, and to learn more about my community, to learn more about my country, and also additionally to learn more about Africa. So during this research stage, which is still happening, I discovered that the majority of the literature, the majorities of the documentation is done by non-Africans, which is quite sad. On the positivity, however, there are tools at our disposal that we can use now to document and tell our history. These tools are so powerful in the sense that they connect a large magnitude of people, and they also connect large communities. For example, the medium that we use here at MMMC, YouTube, wasn't prominent 20 years ago as it is today. And the advantage of using YouTube is that one can tell their own story. And remember, what we emphasize is we want to hear so many stories about the African continent that people start telling their own stories. And that is the fortunate part about using YouTube, is you can open a channel and start conveying your message to the world. documentation also not only emphasizing on us documenting our history or talking about what happened in King Shaka's era, although that would be nice if we start telling stories also. But also it's pivotal if we start telling stories about what's happening today. Imagine fast forward 10 years from now, there'll be people or young or our children will be in need of the information happening currently to the COVID-19 pandemic. And imagine someone from Kigali, Rwanda, writing about their own experiences on this pandemic and also sharing that to the rest of the world. Someone in Rwanda writing about the impact of COVID-19 in the community. Someone in Alice in Eastern Cape in South Africa writing about the impact of COVID-19 and their reactions towards the vaccine that's going to be implemented. So those are the stories that we can use in terms of the medium at our disposal. So if you look at on the food dimension aspect, which is our core niche here at Makriza Made Me Cook, it's our dream also to like look at the similarities, look at the dots that connect us as Africans in terms of the food patterns, in terms of the food preparation. If you had seen like here to note here, like in Southern Africa, there are sort of several meals that are so identical. You look at itelele, derere, you look at istrwala, salsa, and also if you look at another countries in Western Africa, there's a connectivity in terms of the food preparation, in terms of how we cook our food. So that's what we want to document, and that is our goal, to document this diversity on the food. So additionally, what's important is if you find here in Africa, our elders or the people that are older than us, in Sindebele we say indlela ibuzwa kwabaphambili. The information that they have is just so unique. It's just out of this world. And we're so good in terms of oral tradition, oral storytelling. But the weakness now of oral tradition, one weakness that I don't like is with someone with oral tradition, once they pass away, they're sort of gone away with that information. It's sort of like we're burying a library. So it's nice now if we took that oral and documented it in these mediums. That way you can get the information after the person has passed away. So that's the element that we need to focus on. Also, even on oral tradition, we're losing that culture. We're losing that skill where we sit around as families and just talk about what happened in the past and having that dialogue. Okay, thank you for watching. Please, here's to us documenting our own culture, our own tradition, and our own system. There's a famous quote that I heard somewhere. It says, "Your culture is like your immune system. Once someone tampers with your culture, they're actually tampering with your immune system." So stay safe, keep the love, keep the Ubuntu, and do not forget to put on a mask. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.